What is up, you guys? My name is Madison. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be my November TBR, and I know I'm a little late with this, and it's also significantly smaller than my TBRs have been, just because I know that the next couple of months are going to be super busy, and that I might potentially most likely get an influx of books over the next couple of months. So with that being said, very small TBR, but let's just get right into it. I'm still currently in the middle of two books. First, I have Verity by Colleen Hoover, which was my book pool for last month. I actually did start the video of me starting to read this, and then I literally, I started reading this on, I want to say Monday, did not pick it up after that. I'm on page 65, which, not bad for only reading it for one day, especially for me, since I specifically remember reading this at work, starting reading it at work. And I will say, it's still very Colleen Hoover, but it's also definitely trying to branch out into another genre. It's not my favorite, but it's very straightforward, so I'm hoping it'll be an easy read. The first chapter was very graphic in its moment, I guess. So I'm actually I'm kind of excited to see how this turns out with how her other books have read to me, because obviously all of her other books are considered romance and recommended as a romance book, whereas this one is a thriller with a romance in it. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting little things happening here that I'm actually kind of excited and curious to see how Colleen Hoover does it, and if it plays out well, that's how I know it's a ghostwriter, TBH. Also, since this was pulled last month, I have this that I need to put back in, and I did put back in the one for Lolita because I actually did pull that one out last month because I thought I was going to finish reading it, but I will put it right back in there. Next I have Lolita. I was just talking about this book. I'm on page 216, so I'm just under 100 pages left of this book. I'm really hoping I can finish this book soon, because I have a book called, it's called The Real Lolita, or The Real Life of Lolita, or something like that, and I really want to read it and compare it. I also really want to rewatch the movies and see how that plays out. So yeah, I'm so close to being done with this book. Now on to the two books that I haven't read yet. First, I have the Dixie Reapers MC Volume 30 Lynx Attilia by Harley Wilde. This is actually a Memphis author, and the author is my best friend's mother, and it's signed. Thank you. Yeah, I'm very excited because I told her that my two things were werewolves and motorcycle gangs, or gangs or mafia or whatever, something like that, and she was like, here, this is for you. And I went, oh, lovely. I actually have another one of her books back home in Tennessee that I really want to read, but this one caught my interest more than the other one. I think this is the motorcycle gang, and the one back home is werewolf. And now time for the book that made this a 4 to 5 book only TBR. I want to read Hunting Adeline. I don't know why. I was reorganizing my shelf the other day, and I was I really want to read this book just to see what it is, and also why is it so big? I think I'm more curious as to why it's so big. But I'd also have to physically read this. Actually, I'd have to physically read all of these technically, just because of how it is, how it's set up, and also the fact that I don't think this is on Audible. So I can't wait to read 800 pages, 500 pages of whatever the hell this is. I'm also going to restart my binge of Harry Potter. I always do that during the fall season, and apparently it's supposed to SNOW next week. It's literally November 7th, and it's supposed to snow next week. Now, one thing about me, I hate the snow. My car, not made to drive in snow. I hate it. I hate snow. My bitch ass will probably be Ubering to and from work regularly because I hate snow. Anyway, time to pick my book. Time to shake it. Time to pick. Oh, I was gonna put this book on my TBR anyway, but didn't. I got My Dark Vanessa. So the book I pulled is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. This was on my TBR last month and I wanted to read it so bad. And the only reason I didn't put it on my TBR this time around is because I put Hunting Adeline on. And I was like, that's a lot of dark books. Actually, I just realized that all of the books that I'm reading right now are very dark and very predatory. Other than maybe like Sotilia, but even like the back makes it seem very, very predatory. But I'm so excited to read it. I'm so excited to read this. All I know about this book is that it talks about the predatory actions of a teacher towards a student. I don't know if it was in college or in high school, but it's like her trying to figure out what happened and like her memory and like all of this stuff. And yeah, I'm very excited to read this actually. Like, I think I said that like last time too. If I say like one more time, I'm gonna like... Anyway, yeah. I cannot wait to read this book and I cannot wait to read it with all of you. If you come back and watch that vlog, come back and watch that vlog. I was doing really good at like posting weekly vlogs for like 2, maybe 3 weeks. And then I just like stopped reading. I don't know what that... I'll just like take a minute and stop reading for whatever reason, but we back, we up, let's get it. Anyway, that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. All my social media will be down below, and I will see you next time, whenever that may be. Bye.